Hello, and welcome to the Desire More show. With me, More Yellington, your host of More Transform Your Reality, where I help you step out of trauma and reclaim your power. I'm so happy that you're here today. If you are here and this is the first time you're watching me live, welcome to my world. I am so happy that you're here. Please drop in the comments where you're from and how you're doing today. My guest that was supposed to come on had to go to the hospital. She's okay, but we are wishing her all the well. And so if you're watching live and you desire for me to facilitate you and to clear away the beliefs that are blocking you from reaching your highest potential and stepping into your true power, please just click the button and ask to join my live. I would love to facilitate you and to get you to where you would desire to be. You know, if you desire more money, if you desire health, if you desire help in your relationship, just click the button, ask to join the live, and we can hop on and really pinpoint those places that are blocking you. Okay, because I know how you're feeling. I know what it feels like to be stuck, to be in pain, to have anxiety keep you up at night worrying about your life, your relationships, your kids, money. Okay? I know what it feels like. I've been there. But you know what? On the past 17 years now, I've been helping women really step out of that trauma and really clear those beliefs and those traumas and those fears so they can really step into who they're meant to be. Because I truly believe that's not your story. Anxiety, abuse, depression, migraines, not wanting to have sex or intimate relationships, that's not your story. That's not what you're here to be, and that's not what you're here to do. And it's not the legacy you want to leave to your children. You know, it's not the person that you want your kids to grow up and be. It's not the person you want to date. Okay? And if you are having these situations in your life, if you are struggling with these symptoms, because this is what they are symptoms. They are symptoms to something that is deeper. Okay, they are symptoms to something that you've experienced in your past that you haven't dealt with. And I know this because I myself, you know, my parents got divorced at 6. My dad died when I was 9. I experienced sexual trauma at 14. I know what it feels like, but I also know that I've made a decision to not let that past create my future. I know that I made a decision, a conscious decision, to not leave that legacy to my children. And I know that I work on it every day, because when you're tired, when you're overwhelmed, when you're triggered, that past can pop up and it can show up. And they can overwhelm you and they can take over you. And then you're not you. You're not you. You operate from trauma response. That's not who you are. Now, some of us, we have been born to really bad situations. But that doesn't mean that's who you need to be now. And just because that was your story in the past, it doesn't mean it needs to be your story in the future. And you're the only one that can choose to change that. And that's exactly what I do with my one-on-one clients. We get together and we clear that trauma on a cellular level. We heal it, every molecule. We go in and we energetically clear those beliefs. We clear those the fears. We become more aware of when we're acting and reacting to trauma, and when we're acting and reacting to who we are. Because when you are you, when you're being you, you don't react. You don't act up. You don't defend. You don't avoid. You just be. You just be. But you can't be that if there's voices in your head constantly telling you you're not good enough. You can't be that if your trauma is stepping up and talking inside your head. If your body is automatically activating the alarm system to keep you safe, back up, run away. That is the hardest part when you go on a healing journey is to choose you, is to choose to start being aware. It's to choose to do something different. And you can choose to stay on this path, and you can choose to keep feeling like this and telling yourself, oh, it's going to get better, it's going to get better. But until you choose to do something different, it's not going to get better. So start with little things that can really help you start shifting that mindset. Because right now you have this computer in your head that's holding on to all the data that you've went through, that you experienced, that you've been judged for, that you've been put down for. Every experience, every sentence that someone has ever told you, right? That you bought into and turned into your own. Every assumption that you have about every situation. That's why I say 99% of your thoughts, feelings, emotions aren't yours. That's why the Who Does It Belong To Access Consciousness tool is so powerful. Because it really helps you realize, this is not me. Right? This voice in my head is not me. This experience I went through, it's not me. Maybe it is you, and maybe you did go through those experiences, but that is your past. Why keep giving that past the power to determine how you operate now? Okay? So everything that doesn't allow you to fully encompass who you truly are. Okay? Everything that's preventing you from being in your power. Everything that's holding you back from taking that step. Ask yourself, what is it going to cost you? What is it going to cost you to keep being stuck? What is it going to cost you? What is it going to cost your kids? What is it going to cost your family? What else is it going to create? What kind of traumas are you going to keep holding on to? What traumas are your kids going to take forward? Or maybe your partner. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. If this is something that you want to dive deep into and learn more about, just schedule a free consultation with me. It's completely free. 30 minutes of me and you time, one-on-one, where I get to give you some tools to really start shifting the mindset, to really start being aware of when you're reacting and acting from trauma, and to really start activating you. Because the minute you step into that, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. So if you're watching live and you want me to facilitate you now live, I would love to do that. So just push the button and ask to join the live. And if this is something that maybe you're interested in the future, I also have a link in my link tree where you can just sign up and you can be a guest on my show, which I would love, because there's nothing that makes me happier than helping women and men find that place in them that's stopping them, dissolving it, unraveling it, and setting you free. Because the way I see these beliefs, they're just like handcuffs, energetical handcuffs, energetical bonds, energetical ties and hooks. They're just literally tying you down and confining you. So you are so small. So you can't be in your power. Because the minute you're in the power, the minute you're in your power, the minute you reclaim your power, this whole world would look different. This whole reality will shift and change. So just tune into that energy. What that feels like, what that looks like. What would you do if you could just be you? Thank you so much for joining me. If this was a contribution for you, please share and like. And I will see you next week. Bye.